Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we have some news today. Hotfix 4.2.1 has finally dropped and it looks like it's going to be a big one. There's a bunch of information, so let's talk about it. The first thing is a note from the developers. Firstly, to correct an error from the 4.2 patch notes, we've mistakenly listed Pavane of Sinesh as losing access to Rampage, which is not the case. Instead, Rampage was removed from Hysterical Frenzy and Pavane can continue to cause Rampage to their heart's content. Okay, fair enough. And there's some balancing stuff here. So they've actually made the mount for the Celestial General, this is the Celestial line, a little bit better. So yeah, that's actually kind of good. They needed to kind of buff it up. And the Celestial Lion itself, the standard unit, is getting some more hit points and also some more charge bonus. Then there's some fixes there for multiplayer, which if you're interested, they're here, but I'm not really a multiplayer guy. But yeah, let's talk about all the changes. This is the first set because there is quite a lot. Fixed an issue where the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch's Mark of Chaos costs were not being reduced with his character's rank. Cool. Fixed an instance where the mission chain to unlock the blue scribes would sometimes not progress after the first mission. Okay, that's something that I've noticed recently. I reported that too, because I was playing as Kairos and it was just not happening. Added the wounds passive ability to the Frostworm. Oh, okay, making it a little bit worse now. It's not the best as it stands. The Blue Scribes now have access to the Law of the Hag. Awesome! Great. See, I reported that during the little early access that we had, so it's great to see that being fixed up. Fixed the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch not using one of the head variations in campaign. Not a big thing, but it's obviously visual and people want to see different stuff. Fixed an issue where some newly added auxiliaries were being lost during campaign gameplay. Yeah, for some reason, there was items being lost. I noticed that in my campaign, so it's good to see that being fixed. Because I was certain I had certain ones, and then they just weren't there. Fixed the Druzina skill speaks to the forest, applying regeneration to all units rather than just the Hagwitch heroes. Yeah, you had that for army-wide, and it was a little bit ridiculous. I know people are going to complain about this, but yeah, it was just a tad too much. The Demon Prince of Tzeentch will now receive Ascended Lord trait when upgraded from a Chaos Lord of Tzeentch. Again, I reported this during the early access period that we had. It was only for like a day or two. But I played a lot with Tzeentch because that's the faction that I was most interested in. Fixed the persistent VFX for Flamers, Changebringers, Exalted Flamers, and the Burning Chariot. Now the blue-pink fire is attached to the correct parts of the model. Cool. Fixed an issue where the Changebringers, Chaos Lord, and Exalted Hero Tzeentch did not have the Disc of Tzeentch VFX attached to them. Again, something that people reported early on during the early access period, which proves that, in some cases, maybe some things are not being found. Fixed an issue where the Gate Master could sometimes start with the abilities Bulwark of the Gate and Bastion's Defenders, despite not having them unlocked via the skill tree. Fun fact, I spoke to another creator who saw that happen when he was defending the Bastion, so he thought that was just a hard-coded thing. But yeah, apparently it was just a bug. Added an initial 30 and 60 second delay to Feral Rage 1 and 2 becoming active, preventing Rampage from triggering immediately when the battle starts. We'll have some further improvements to how. Yeah, this is so annoying, and even then, the Rampage issues are still going to be there. I absolutely hated it because I was playing a Beastman campaign on stream, and I had a lot of pigs, right? Just a lot of pigs. And it was just becoming a massive issue where the whole army was basically rampaging at the start. Rampage interacts with starting health state being planned, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Yeah, I mean, I just want to see them kind of revert it. I get it, it's a little bit better, but it sucks for a start of battle. Let's continue. Zhao Ming's unique skills that give bonuses to melee units now also apply to the Celestial Lion and the Great Moonbird. Cool. Someone else reported that. Fixed an issue preventing the Exalted Hero Tzeentch from being able to attack other flying units while mounted on the Disc of Tzeentch. Yes, the animations weren't going off, which meant that he wasn't attacking, because a lot of the attack stuff is actually tied to animations. Remove the effects from Yuan Bo's unique skill, Armies of the Celestial Court, that had become innate to some units, e.g. spell resistance for Jet Lions and mastery of the Elemental Winds for Jade Lions. Fair enough. Yuan Bo's unique skill, Armies of the Celestial Court, will now grant flaming attacks to the Great Moonbird, and we've also upped the bonus versus infantry on the skill to from +8 to +10 for all Celestial Court units. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, that's a good, get rid of one thing but add it to something, add another bonus somewhere else. This is great. Fixed an issue where the Celestial Lion was receiving bonuses via Satan's skill tree that were only intended for the Jet Lion and Jade Lion. Okay, fair enough. Let's continue. Gatemaster had the arcane item slot despite not being a caster, so he's handed the privilege back to the Shugengen. Yeah, fair. That was something that was really, really odd. Dev told me, and I never noticed until he actually told me. And to avoid overlap with the Exalted Hero of Tzeentch, the Iridescent Horror's hero actions have been changed to the following. So, Embed Hero has now been turned to replenish troops. Cool. That's actually good. Constant local effect is Stimulate Growth. Target Settlement is Damage Building. Target Hero is Wound. And Target Army is Assault Unit unchanged. Okay, that's actually not too bad. We got a little bit of Stimulate Growth for Tzeentch, which was kind of needed. Replenishment is also very good. Chaos doesn't really have enough of that. Yeah. Fairly happy with that. Alright, we have a second wave of fixes here, so let's talk about these. Fix the Beastmen skill Breakneck Charioteers, not applying fear and terror attributes to their correct chariot units. Cool. Fix Rekarf's right Convocation of Hunters, not increasing physical resistance for Hydra units. Okay, that's going to be a lot better. He's one of my planned characters to do for my 100% campaign. Fix the Warriors of Chaos skill Hammer into Anvil, not applying to Gorby's chariot units, and erroneously applying to Blood Crushers of Khorne. Ooh. A little bit of a nerf to the Blood Crushers. Fix the Warriors of Chaos skill Speed and Malice, not applying to the Hellstrider units. Again, very important because Sineshi units are the best. Fix an effect that reduced the recruitment cost of green skill Troll units, not applying to all types of Troll. Cool, because Trolls are actually quite liked by people. I just can't use them for the life of me. I don't know why. Fix the number of effects that were not applying to all 3 types of Necropolis Knight units. Good, because I just wouldn't see them being good at all. There was just a lot of stuff that wasn't adding to them, and they were just not getting any bonuses. Fixed instances of Norska monster hunt chains aborting when capturing a settlement that had a mission to raid the region. Yeah, this was so long-standing that people were just allowing people to take that back before they would actually do the monster hunts, because, yeah, it was just becoming a massive problem. Ostankir's Whiff of Madness Hex now only applies as long as the cursed unit remains in melee. Yeah, that was the Rampage stuff, wasn't it? Which should be better, because it was just absolutely ridiculous. You'd have an enemy army in Rampage, and they just wouldn't find you, and yeah, massive issues there. The Hag Witch skill Wildkeeper now affects Frostworms, cool. Fixed the number of building effects that were providing the wrong values when damaged or ruined, cool. Fixed cases of Norska faction leaders having blank names, yeah, that was odd. Fixed Ariel's porthole being too zoomed in, I mean, okay. Fix an issue in the Sisters of Twilight quest battle search for Kefin Ha where the enemy reinforcements were entering at the wrong positions at the wrong time. There's always some sort of issue with this specific quest battle. It's really, really odd, isn't it? Well, let's continue. Fixed an issue where the number of Centaurs of Tzeentch in the Warriors of Chaos recruitment pool could get excessively large. Yeah, for some reason, they were just appearing, like, constantly. And I think for factions that generally wouldn't even be able to recruit Centaurs of Tzeentch too, which was just super weird. Added missing assembly kit HTML files from patch 4.1. I don't know, there's a modder who seems to be quite happy for that. He hasn't really explained it, so cool. Fixed an issue where the audio mixer state could briefly be incorrectly set during AI agent actions. Okay, no idea what that actually means, but I'm imagining it's because of the peaking? Because there's been a lot of peaking in the audio recently, which has been super odd. Fix an issue that allowed certain units, like Mother Ostankir, to attack buildings outside of their missile range. Okay, that's not too bad. Centaurs and their variants no longer share the same visuals as their Regiment of Renowned counterparts. Yeah, that's been a thing for a lot of patches recently. So it's nice to see them back, because it essentially just made them look like they were naked. But then again, the Beastmen are still kinda like that too. They can't take the faction colors for some reason. And this is a big one. The Changeling is too immortal to play against, so we're making some tweaks to make him easier to catch. When the Changeling loses a battle, if there is a trickster cult within that region, it will be revealed to that settlement owner. Awesome! When the Changeling loses all of his armies, all trickster cults will be revealed to the settlement owners. Fixed an issue where the Changeling's armies could be hidden despite being in raiding stance. Okay, that's good. And an additional effect has been added to his raiding stance to make it clear that the army will always be visible when in that stance. The protection building chain will now reveal any hidden armies, i.e. armies belonging to the Changeling in that local region. That's fantastic. Fucking hell. Honestly, yeah, that is great. About time they figured something out with this issue, because the Changeling just would not go away, and you wouldn't find a way to be able to destroy him. So if you just fight him and you get rid of that, yeah, that's cool. It does mean in some cases that you're going to have to build up the protection chain when you're playing as like the Empire Vlad and stuff like that. If not, you know, you're building up loads of walled settlements and you can farm him for XP, which is something that is very, very viable. But that is a massive change. That is fantastic. That's going to solve a lot of freaking problems. It's not so much for the veteran players like yourself or me, but like the newer players. I did notice that a lot of newer players who are new to Total War or new to Warhammer in general were struggling with the Empire, or maybe even as Vlad, because the Changeling was just harassing them too much. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. I think that it's going to solve a lot of problems there. Dealing with him was becoming anti-fun for a lot of players, and yeah, again, super, super important. Overall, this is a pretty big hotfix. I'm pleasantly surprised. I was kind of worried when we didn't see a hotfix last week, especially it was straight after patch 4.2. They usually do a small hotfix, but yeah, if we're waiting for something this large, I'm pretty keen with that. That's pretty decent. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. I'm imagining that a lot of people must be happy about that nerf, and a few fixes coming in are actually fairly decent. So yeah, have a good day, guys, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.